Thanks for checking out this video, and this is hot off the presses, as people would say. Just got the email about it not long ago, and Shudder had said that in the month of October they were going to be having some surprises. Now, we've already seen some of those surprises, like a creep show and the Halloween Hideaway with Joe Bob, but didn't expect this one at all. I just thought it would all be movies or shows that they would surprise us with. So Shudder is putting on Shudderfest, which is not just for subscribers. So please understand that if you are a subscriber, you have access to it. If you're not, you have access to it. So tell every horror loving person you know that they can get this for free on Halloween. So all you need to do is go to shudderfest.com and it will be streaming free, their Shudderfest, that will be starting on Halloween Day and go through that night for a bit. And yeah, it's just going to be all free, interesting stuff. So I'll read off the email what their schedule for it is. Now it's starting at 12 p.m. Eastern time, which is 9 a.m. 9 a.m. They say 12 p.m. Eastern time, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. UK, and 3 a.m., which is AEST. I assume that's like Australian Eastern Standard Time. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know that one. I'm not that worldly. So here are what the events are going to end up being. So this is all based off the Eastern Standard Time timing. So at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, welcome to Shudderfest with host Keith David. Love Keith David. The Thing, They Live, many others. Horror Royalty Hangout with Doug Bradley. We all love Doug Bradley. Robert Englund, Lance Henriksen, Kane Hodder, actor, director, and effects artist Tom Savini, Lynn Shay, and Tony Todd, moderated by Yahoo Entertainment's Kevin Palawi. Then at 1 p.m. is going to be Blair Witch X-Host, is what it says. I don't know what that is. The Blair Witch Project co-director Eduardo Sanchez, producer Michael Manello, and co-producer Greg Hale in conversation with host, director, and co-writer Rob Savage, and stars Haley Bishop and Emma Louise Webb, moderated by Shudder curator Samuel Zimmerman. That sounds like a fun time. People loved Host. The Future of Black Horror, that's at 2 p.m. A look at the thrilling present and bold future of black horror with Rusty Cundiff, Tananarive Dew, Shannon M. Houston, Victor LaVale, and Camille Ashundara, moderated by journalist writer Evan Narcisse. That should be interesting. I had seen horror noir documentary on Shudder, and it was very, very cool and interesting. I'm assuming they're going to cover a lot of that type of stuff and go further. So that sounds like fun. Then at 3 p.m., interview with the Glampire, a blood-draining dissertation with paperbacks from Hell's Grady Hendrix. Paperbacks from Hell is the book, I assume, by Grady Hendrix. 4 p.m., Musicians Who Love Horror. Pop star Bright Light. I don't know who that is. Gwars the Berserker Blothar. Do know who that is. Postulus Maximus and Sawborg Destructo. Know about that. Grammy-winning composer and guitarist Steve Stevens and Starcrawler lead singer Arrow DeWild, moderated by Yahoo Entertainment's Lindsay Parker. 5 p.m., Storytime with Scare Me's Josh Rubin and friends. Scare Me's writer-director star Rubin shares spooky stories with friends Frank Garcia Hale, Noah Segan, Dreama Walker, and Astronomy Club's Jonathan Braylock, James III, and Jera Milligan. 6 p.m. Very, very interested in this one. I'm interested in all of it, but this one in particular. 6 p.m. Inside the Mortuary Collection. Meet the team behind the horror anthology that Sam Raimi called a twisted tapestry of grisly fun and endlessly inventive terror. Writer-director Ryan Spindell, star Clancy Brown, and producers Allison Friedman and T. Justin Russell. Followed by Kirk Hammett's Top 5 Moments in Horror and Keith David answering your questions. That sounds like fun. 7 p.m., the Kingcast podcast with special guest Greg Nicotero, who's been the showrunner for Creepshow on Shudder. The Kingcast, a podcast devoted to Stephen King by veteran film bloggers Eric Vesp and Wampler, sits down to discuss adapting the author's works with showrunner, writer, director, and FX maestro Greg Nicotero, who's directed 2 King stories for Creepshow and created FX for multiple other King adaptations. That sounds like fun, very interesting stuff. And the last one, which I think a lot of people are going to find very, very interesting. Not necessarily the first part of it, but the last part of it. This is the biggest thing, I think, potentially in all of this. Members only double feature Halloween and secret screening on Shudder TV. So this is for just members, I believe. Shudder members can wrap up their Shudderfest with a special double feature of John Carpenter's 1978 classic Halloween at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and a special one-time only preview of a future Shudder film that won't stream again until 2021, but they can't tell you which one at this point. That it is, you will find out at that time. That'll be at 10:30 p.m. is when the special screening is. So yeah, the disclaimer says available only via the Shudder TV feed on Shudder's apps and site in the US, Canada, UK, Ireland, Australia, and New Zealand. So just so people know, all the events are just on shudderfest.com until it comes to seeing Halloween at 9 p.m. and then at 10:30 that special screening of We Don't Know. That will actually be through the Shudder app. So you have to be a member at that point. So it looks like this is something fun that they're putting on for everyone because Halloween is kind of canceled in some places for some people. Most people are choosing not to do much. My wife and I were just planning on doing, watching movies and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to pivot and do Shudderfest. So this is exciting. I think it's really cool. I wanted to share that with everyone. And like I said, not just for you subscribers, like tell all your friends who are into horror. This is just something fun that they can have a good time with on Halloween, and spread the word. Just let people know that everyone can check it out. Shudderfest.com, starting at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Halloween, which is the Saturday. So let's get it done. Anyway, thanks for checking this out. Do me a quick favor, though. If you like any videos I've ever done, please hit that subscribe button. It really does mean a lot to me, and that's your best way to repay me for putting out any video you've liked, or all these videos. Hopefully you liked some of them. Also hit the notification bell. That way you know when I'm putting up a new movie review or something like this, so you can get some cool news or unboxing or doing a live stream or any of that jazz. I would appreciate that. But regardless, thanks for checking this out. And until next time, keep it brutal.